friends, have you ever thought about why a real estate agent is always encouraging you to get a pre-approval before you start house hunting? Well, let me tell you, it can make all the difference in your home buying journey. When I was a new realtor, I was referred to a client. If I had to be honest, she intimidated me a little bit. She had a typical type A personality. She was, let's just say, spirited, but I wanted to work with her so badly. So against my better judgment, I decided to show her properties before she received an approval letter, because at this time, I thought it was more important to connect with her and establish rapport than making her follow the process. I was doing that people-pleasing thing that never serves me well, but I digress. Well, long story short, this client and I worked together for months, and I showed her very, very expensive properties. The whole time, I kept trying to gently nudge her to get an approval, but she kept putting it off and putting it off. All the while, I was driving long distances to help her find her $750,000 dream home. So needless to say, after months of working with her, I finally put my foot down and told her that we could not see any more properties without her going ahead and getting the approval. And then I connected her with the lender. Guess what? Her approval was maxed out at $300K. Wow. She did not make enough money to buy the $750,000 properties that we were looking at. Y'all, she was so devastated. Literally, she cried. And I had to keep encouraging her to keep things in perspective so that we could find something within her budget. I taught her about equity and how home values appreciate. So if she went ahead and bought a house now, she could buy her dream home later. But y'all, I was floored. I learned a huge lesson working with her, and we're still friends to this day. And I try to educate clients on the pre-approval process from day one. So let's get into it. Getting a pre-approval is your first step in your home buying process, period. It's going to show sellers that you're a serious buyer, and it's going to give you an understanding of what you can actually afford. This way, we can focus our home search on homes that are within your budget so that we can avoid any surprises down the road. So what's the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval? A pre-qualification is a basic overview of your financial situation. You're going to tell the lender some information, and they're going to give you an estimate of how much you might be able to borrow. It's a helpful starting point, but it's not as strong as a pre-approval because they're not verifying your information. They're just kind of taking your word for what you're saying. Now, a pre-approval is a much more in-depth process. The lender is going to verify your financial information and provide you with a pre-approval letter stating the exact amount that they're willing to lend you. This letter carries more weight with sellers and can give you an edge in a competitive market like we're in right now. So in order for you to get pre-approved, you're going to need to provide some information to your lender. Here are the documents that you're going to need for the pre-approval so that you can go ahead and get prepared. Number one, you're going to need proof of income. Things like recent pay stubs, W-2 forms, tax returns, 1099s if you're self-employed. You're going to need proof of bank assets, like bank information, bank statements. You're going to need a credit report and a credit score that the lender will pull. You'll need employment verification, so you'll need contact information for your employer and proof of employment. You'll need ID, like your driver's license or another government-issued ID. So, I know this was a quick video, but let's recap the advantages of getting a pre-approval before you begin your home search. Number one, you'll know exactly what you can afford. This helps narrow down your search and prevents you from falling in love with a home that's out of your budget. Number two, your offers are going to be stronger. Sellers are going to take your offer more seriously when you have a pre-approval letter in hand. Number three, you can close faster. Being pre-approved can speed up the closing process since much of the financial paperwork is already done. Before we close, here's a story of a client who did things well. Now, even though they were hesitant to get their approval, they decided to trust us and apply for the mortgage like we said. Unfortunately, they did not qualify at first, and it took us about 30 days after they paid down some debt to get them fully qualified. They were so happy when the lender finally sent them the approval letter. I still remember the call to this day. They called me on a Friday night, and by Saturday, they had found the perfect home. Their pre-approval letter made their offer stand out, and we were able to close quickly and smoothly in less than 2 months from start to finish. They were so thankful that they followed our advice. So just so you know, I have a rule that I do not show any homes to clients unless they've been pre-approved by a lender. I understand that it feels like an extra step and that may turn some people off. However, I found through experience that it's best for my clients that we do the hard work up front so we can enjoy finding the home of their dreams. Now, once the approval is out of the way, we can focus on more of the important things like finding the perfect home and what color you should paint your walls. The bottom line is this, friends. Getting pre-approved is a game changer in the home buying process. It sets you up for success and it gives you a clear path forward. So if you're ready to start on your home buying journey, make sure that you get your pre-approval first. We have preferred lenders that we could recommend to you. Hopefully this video helps you understand the importance of getting a pre-approval when you're ready to begin your home buying journey. If you're ready to get started, just connect with us. We're here to guide you every single step of the way. By the way, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know who's looking to buy or sell a home. Subscribe to Hampton Roads Real Estate for more valuable insights and tips on the home buying and the home selling process. You can hit the bell icon so that you're updated on our latest videos. And I'll see you on the next video where we'll talk about showing etiquette. Yes, there's such a thing as etiquette when you're looking at properties. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you.